Number one is to pack snacks. And this goes for any age, no matter what circumstance it is, no matter what. When I had toddlers and we went to the park every week for playgroup, you could just call me the snack lady. My diaper bag was so big, I could put bottles of water for all 4 of my children, entire Costco-sized containers of animal crackers, apples, string cheese, you name it, this girl had it. Do you know how you get an 8-year-old to hike 10 miles? Snacks. A nice drive into nature, a hike, grocery shopping, running those kids to sporting events. Guess what? Everyone is packing a reusable water bottle with their drink of choice. Let's call it, I don't know, water for the sake of argument. And you're gonna grab, you guessed it, snacks for everyone. If you're gonna be gone for a long time, you could even be so bold as to make a sandwich. This is going to eliminate that, like, oh my gosh, the kids are crazy. Everyone is so hangry. They're biting each other's heads off. We gotta run to the Mickey D's, okay? That's not what we're doing. When was the last time you took a social media break? For me, it had been a long time. Social media is my job. I have all the social media, and what I noticed, have you been on Facebook lately? I don't even know what's on there. Like, I have some like friends or whatever on Facebook. I can't even see their posts. Their posts don't show up at all. All I see are like random videos of people I don't follow and advertisements for like weird shoes that are made in China and sold by Temu. I would do the same thing with Instagram. I would go there and I'd like catch a few reels of people who I don't know, and they're hilarious. Like, there's some really funny people on the internet, and then I realize I've ignored my real family, like in front of my face, for an hour. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to be a different person, so I took all of them off my phone. If you've never done this, this is wildly powerful. I found myself reaching for my phone in the middle of a conversation with my husband. What is the matter with me? I'm talking to the love of my life and I'm trying to be distracted in the middle of a conversation. Oh my gosh, that's a problem. It took a couple days for me to stop reaching for my phone, and then I realized I would just like leave it. I just like leave it in the bathroom all day because I didn't need it for anything. I was more focused on things that made me a better person, reading books, listening to podcasts, volunteering at my kids' sports and schools and things like that, spending more time with friends. Oh, I do have free time. Let me call my friend and see if they want to go for a walk. More time with my husband, more date nights with my husband, more organizing my house, better meals for my family. My life got better in every aspect by taking a social media break. It automatically lent itself into less online shopping. When you're bored, in the middle of the night, do you pull up Amazon and browse Amazon to see what all the deals are?
Every week and every year.
Do you go to your favorite shoe store and see if they have new colors of the new Birkenstocks? Because I may or may not have done that. So it's about the online shopping. Here's some tips specifically about online shopping. Did you know that adding things to your cart gives you a bigger dopamine hit than when they arrive at your house? It's actually not the item that makes you feel good. It's the anticipation of the item. It's the adding it to your cart. So add stuff to your cart, whatever, and then walk away. Shut the computer and go make dinner. Shut the computer and go for a walk. Shut the computer, go take a bubble bath, and read your favorite guilty pleasure novel. The next tip when it comes to online shopping, so we've added it to our cart and abandoned it, what might happen is you'll either get a coupon code from the company because they're like, ooh, you left something, here's a coupon code so you can buy it. So you'll save money that way if you end up buying it. But the next one is when you leave it in your cart, give it like 48 hours minimum, like a 2-day to 7-day waiting period. So you see these shoes and you add them to your cart. I love shoes, that's why I picked that one. And you're like, wow, I really want these shoes. I'm gonna put them in there and set a timer on your phone, you know, like an alarm. In 3 days, I'm gonna come back and revisit it. If I want them as bad as I did at the beginning when I was bored, maybe I can buy them. And if you do decide, I would say most of the time you don't decide to buy them, but if you do decide to buy them, please use a cashback shopping app like Rakuten. It's the one I've been using for literally ever. If you've never used them before, I think they give you $30 when you sign up with my link below. But the most powerful thing about the whole shopping situation, have you ever done a no spend weekend? If you've never done that, it can be a real challenge. I actually tried to do it a few days ago and I failed miserably because number one, I needed gas in my car. So I like failed on the first day because I was like, oh dang, you know, the range is like 40 miles left and you got to drive 10 miles and you're like, I'm not going to make it home. So I had to get gas. So I didn't do very well on that one. I'm doing a 30-day pantry clean out, which I will have already published by now. So you can check it out if you haven't yet. And I wanted to make a stir fry and I didn't have any cabbage to go into the meal. And I love to bulk up the meat with cabbage, which is extremely inexpensive. And I do have a grocery store that's very close and cabbage is not expensive. I went and spent $1.50 on cabbage, which means I've totally failed the no spend weekend or week. I have done it before and been successful. What's the point of it? The point is this: when you focus on entertaining yourself or having a good time with your family or whatever, not by spending money and consuming, but by playing board games or doing a Lego master building competition, decorate your own cake competition, or telling jokes, reminiscing, journaling together, reading novels together, going on a walk together. Once you start transitioning into those kinds of experiences with people, you realize you don't have to spend money to really enjoy your life. So you save money by putting off the spending for a few days or weeks or whatever it is, but you also learn that you can gain a lot of satisfaction in doing other things. If you want to follow more on that, I've been posting a little bit on my second channel, Christine Unfiltered, about this very topic, like enjoying the outdoors and the people that you love with very little money. So I have a couple new videos on there if you want to check it out. I'll leave the link below. Now this might sound like a weird item, but you should research and invest in pieces that stand the test of time. So this could be a really, really nice pair of leather boots. Maybe these leather boots cost $200, which is very expensive for a pair of leather boots. But if you can wear the leather boots for 20 years and they're classic and timeless and they go with all of the outfits, your cost per use or cost per wear drops to a very, very small minimum amount. And the same goes with pieces in your house, kitchenware, furniture, and mattresses. What kind of mattresses? I think Helix mattress is definitely going to be the best way to go. Thank you to Helix for sponsoring today's video. Don't know about Helix and missed out on their best sale of the year last month? Never fear. They have another awesome sale going on right now for 4th of July. I'll tell you about that discount in a minute, but first let me tell you about Helix. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding designed to fit your needs and delivered right to your door, rolled up in a box, so you don't even have to go anywhere. You don't even have to schedule shipping and delivery and moving guys coming into your house. That is not how this works. You bring it inside on your own, open it up, unwrap it, and it is ready to sleep on that night, like within 2 hours. It's kind of amazing. We have Helix mattresses in our entire house. I've had mine in my room for several years now. How the heck do you buy a mattress online? Everybody is different. Helix knows, so they made an online quiz, takes just a couple of minutes, and you're gonna tell them what kind of sleeper you are, back, stomach, slide, whether you sleep alone or with someone else, and they're gonna recommend a mattress to you. But not only that, they're also going to give you a 100-night sleep trial. So if you don't like it for any reason, they will make it right. They have payment plans and financing options if you need that, and a 10-year warranty. But what's the discount? I thought you'd never ask. It's 30% off of the Luxe and Elite mattresses. 30%. Did I mention the 2 free pillows? Or if you don't want one of those, it's 25% off site-wide. This is the best sale they ever run. So if you have been waiting, now is the time. How do you get the discount? In the description box below, all you have to do is go to helixsleep.com/frugalfitmom. First link in the doobly-doo. helixsleep.com/frugalfitmom. 30% off your Luxe and Elite mattress, plus those 2 free pillows they always give you, or 25% off site-wide for the 4th of July sale. Thanks to them for partnering with me on today's video. Try it. You're not gonna regret it. What's going on with your streaming services? How many do you have? How many do you pay for? Because you should only be paying for one. Because there's like 70 billion of them right now, right? And each one of them costs $8 to $15 each. I think some are as low as $5. They all have commercials. My kids don't even call them commercials. My kids call them ads. Do your kids call them ads? I'm about 6 months into my experiment where I turned off all my streaming services here at my house in 2024. And guess what? No one has died.
Surprise?
Surprise.
Love me?
Love you.
Would it be a Christine video if we did not talk about the food? First of all, when was the last time you did an inventory of your pantry, freezer, and fridge? Almost everyone, I'm gonna say 99.5% of Americans have enough food in their pantry, fridge, and freezer to come up with a couple of meals, which means you don't have to go to the grocery store today, and you don't have to go to the grocery store tomorrow. You can utilize what you have so you can push off the spending for a couple of days. You can use up what you have so it doesn't expire. You can use up what you have so it doesn't go in the garbage. The money that you already spent is being used and not tossed. If you need some free lists to take inventory, I will have some free printables down below for you if you want to go use those. And if you want more like one-on-one coaching on how to save a crap ton of money on your groceries, I have a private group all for this. A sign up will be down below for you as well. But only if you are serious about saving a lot of money. If you're not serious about saving a lot of money, it won't work for you. But if you are serious, you will save hundreds, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Next is to utilize those fuel points at the stores that offer them. So I'm gonna use Kroger as an example. Kroger is called a lot of different variations across the country: Ralph's, Vaughn's, Fred Meyer, Smith's, King Soopers, City Market. It's all the same store. They're all Kroger owned stores. They're all over the United States, and they have fuel points. And not only do they have fuel points on Fridays, they have 4 times the fuel points. So let's say you spend $50. You clip the digital coupon, you go on a Friday. You spend your $50. That's 200 points for the fuel rewards, which is 20 cents off a gallon. I don't know very many people that only spend $50 a week. In fact, I rarely spend that little myself. I've also found that my Kroger stores have extremely competitive gas prices compared to everybody else. Sometimes they're 10 cents lower than everybody else, plus I get the fuel points. There's a couple other stores that do this as well, and in some cases, maybe a membership to a Costco or a Sam's Club strictly for the gasoline savings would be worth the cost of the membership. Okay, next tip on saving money on food is, my friends, you gotta eat the leftovers. But Christine, I don't like leftovers. Have you ever calculated how much food you throw away every week out of your fridge? Is it produce that came with good intentions and left to die in the garbage can? Is it the leftovers because nobody in your family really likes leftovers? Is it because you thought that you would eat 5 salads this week and you kind of weren't feeling it, so you didn't eat any salad, and salad doesn't really keep, so you had to throw that away also? This is really, really eye-opening when you take a look at all the things that end up in the garbage. And all those things that you're throwing away used to be money. So number one, we can say, you know what? I didn't eat the cauliflower last week and it went bad. I'm not buying cauliflower this week. Number two, nobody in my family likes leftovers. I'm gonna cut all the recipes in half because this is not working for us. Number three, maybe as far as leftovers go, there are some that do reheat really well, but maybe you don't want them right away. Maybe you don't want to eat lasagna for 5 days. Okay, some people don't want to do that. So take your lasagna and then you can freeze it into individual portions, or maybe 2-person portions. Freeze it and pull it out a month later, and then you're not having lasagna for 5 days. You're having lasagna for like 2 days, and then a month later you can have the rest of it. This might be a controversial take, but buy some frozen pizzas. Here's the deal. You can get frozen pizzas on sale fairly regularly. I see the Freshetta pizza on sale for $4 a pizza all the time. So when the Freshetta pizza, or whichever one you like, I hope it's not DiGiorno because ew. Grab a bunch, grab like 3 or 4, throw them in the freezer, because here's the truth. If you're hungry or busy and it's late and you cannot even, like you wanna get takeout, a $4 frozen pizza is a lot of times faster and significantly cheaper than ordering takeout. Let's say you need 2 frozen pizzas, okay? You got a big family, you got teenage boys like I do, you need to make 2 frozen pizzas. $8 for 2 frozen pizzas is gonna be cheaper than taking all those kids out to a restaurant to eat. I am not here to demonize the frozen pizza. Sometimes we need an easy win, and a frozen pizza, my friends, is a really easy win. And also, pineapple on pizza or no?
What's up, Lily Lou? Want some pineapple on your pizza?
Yes. If you have credit card debt, or debt of any kind. Let's say it's a student loan or like a medical bill or something like that. Please, for the love of all that is holy, pay more than the minimum. You know, the minimum's like, what, $35 on a $1,000 bill? You will never pay that off, especially on a credit card. The interest rates I have seen up as high as almost 40%. What in the ever-loving what is happening? Do not pay 40% interest on this balance. Pay more than the minimum. Pay as much as you possibly can to get that crap out of your life. You do not need that. Nobody needs to be paying 40% interest. It is highway robbery. I kind of talked about this earlier, but it bears repeating. Never, ever, ever, not ever, don't ever go shopping hungry. Oh my gosh, this one's super controversial, but it is the truth. If you want to save money, do not get a pet. Listen, I have pets. I have 2 dogs. They're amazing. I love our dogs. We do not deserve dogs. Can I just say, we don't deserve dogs. We don't. But they cost money. You have to feed them and bathe them and take them to the vet and make sure they're not sick and get them their shots. And I have poodles and poodle mixes, so they need to get groomed. And then you need like tick prevention because I live where there's a forest. And then if you get puppies, like they have chew toys and training classes, emergency vet bills. You know what I'm saying. If you don't have a pet and you want a pet, but you have no money, pets will take all your money.
Thank you.
You talk about like an emergency fund, or maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're having a hard time like stretching the food the last few days. Here's what we're gonna do. In any way possible, you're gonna get a little bit extra money. Whether it's working a side hustle a little bit, selling a couple of things at your house, or using any of the tips I have said in this video, any of them at all, or a combination thereof. So you have a little extra money. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly work your way to budgeting 1 month ahead. What the heck does that mean? I'm so glad you asked. Let's say I make $1,000 in June. Instead of waiting for June 15th, which is my first payment of $500, and then paying whatever bills I can out of that paycheck, and then I get my second paycheck on like June 25th, and then I paid the rest of the bills on June 25th because my bank account balance is like $8. Instead of doing that, we are going to slowly work our way to, if we get paid $1,000 in June, I use the full $1,000 to pay for July's expenses. That's an entire month ahead. It's like a built-in 1 month emergency fund. Your bank account is never at the bottom. Your bank account is never like barely squeaking by or like, do I have enough to buy milk for the next week because I have no money left? It guarantees an entire month of living in case there's an emergency. This will change your life when it comes to budgeting your personal finances. And you can use all of these savings tips I gave you earlier in the video to do that, in addition to selling some stuff and doing some side hustles. If you want some of my top side hustles, I have an entire video on that. I'll leave that below also. Stop shopping. If it was as easy as that, I wouldn't have all this stuff, am I right? My point is, instead of shopping for your mental health, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bored, let me go peruse Target. I need a self-care day, I'm gonna wander the mall and buy myself a treat. So instead of like your mental health boost, because you're bored or you need like a mental health day or you need a treat or whatever it is, instead of shopping, it's like, where are my friends at? Let's replace shopping with people. Call up your friends, be like, hey, you wanna go for a walk with me today? It's beautiful. Hey, can we get together for XYZ? Hey, I would love to come hang out at your house. Can I help you with a project? Like, people love help when they're like cleaning their kitchen and stuff. They love it. And then another part of that is, when was the last time you felt the warm sun on your face? The 2 things that will instantly make me feel better when I need a treat or I need a mental health boost or if I'm bored is to talk to my friends and go outside and be in the sun. My point is, stop shopping and look for friends and sunshine. And remember, pack snacks. But wait, there's more. There are 3 things. Number 1, current TV show. It was actually based on your recommendations, The Blacklist. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It's not on anymore. Like, it's been out for 10 years. I think it started in 2012 or 2013. Why have I never seen this TV show? It is intense. It is thought-provoking. This is not like sit down and veg for 30 minutes and not think about anything. That's not what this is. You will be thinking about what is going on. It is so interesting. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, number 2. Current book I am reading is The Anxious Generation. Holy crap. It is fascinating. It's all about the decline of mental health in kids since the invention of smartphones and social media. It's really gonna make you think. Like, it'll change the way you even think about your own usage of your phone and maybe how you parent a little bit. It is endlessly interesting. I've been talking about it with some of my girlfriends because I got them to read it. So good. It is a new book. It came out this year. So anyway, there you go. Currently reading that book. Fantastic. Number 3, let me share with you a new YouTube channel I've been enjoying. So it's a really small channel. So if you do end up going over there, tell her that I sent you and that I said hi. So I'm a little bit of background. I'm a new mountain biker. My boys do it, and in order to spend time with them to do something that they loved, I learned how to do it. I was a road cyclist before, so stupidly enough, thought that would be the same. It is not. There's a lot of technique that comes into that, and if you didn't do it when you were a kid, it's really scary. So I found a few mountain biking videos to help me learn skills and how to turn better and how to descend better, how to get climbing fitness. And one of those channels is Sid Mackey. That's actually not the channel I'm talking about. It's their friend. Her friend's channel is Low Send Quest. That's the name of the channel. As of recording this, she only has a couple of videos. Don't listen to it with kids around, okay? There's some language. I'm just throwing that out there. Have headphones in if you want to go there. She has so much personality. She's so much fun. And she's like a corporate businesswoman trying to race mountain bikes, and man, I relate with that. So if you like fitness videos or content, or you just want a fun person to hang out with, see what mountain biking races look like, I'll leave her channel down below, but I'm like anxiously waiting for her next video because I enjoy them so much. Thanks for hanging out with me in the after show. Okay, now I really will see you in the next video. Bye.